I like big butts and I cannot lie. Although when they fart, it makes me cry. Well, I still like to say hi. Welcome to the I Can Explain That podcast, only podcast where we go through each other's search histories to explain just how we are. I don't think that hate is needed. I'll be honest. I didn't bother nobody. I just wanted to freestyle. I was listening to a lot of Lil Wayne this weekend, so I'm back in that bag. Might be a rap on the law. And I am Chris Bazemore. Don't mess up my shit again.
Sorry, this is bad.
When they fart, it makes me cry. Nigga. When they walk by, I say hi. Not. Okay. And to my far left.
Chris Reiter.
A.K.A.
I got nothing.
Big
I
head.
never get AKAs.
Big.
You always have like 9 of them.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it because she's here and it feels weird to say some of them. Although she's cool, but I just feel weird saying.
Shut up.
A.K.A. Big Dick Chris. A.K.A. Oops, I'm not your baby daddy. A.K.A. I couldn't afford to be it anyway. A.K.A. I don't got child support money. So now I got him out. And in the middle, why don't you introduce.
In between us.
Yeah.
A comic, hilarious comic, hostess with the mostest, Christiana Jackson.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing, guys?
I'm fine. And
We're a reverse Oreo in here.
Yes, we are.
Right?
Yes, we are. This first time this happened. I think this first time we had this.
Also, it's funny because I can see, I'm like, oh, the lighting does not work for me, but it works for you guys. That's all that. It's your podcast. It's all that I think I have the brightest microphone. It's like, all right, guys, I'm still here.
I tried to do that so just in case.
We had Mallory Bryan here a couple weeks ago, and it was
all beige.
It lit beautifully.
Beige glory.
Yeah, we all just look like a family. Now, we have this thing where we deep dive because usually when you're looking up some shit, you have a particular thing that you look at the most, or like, and you go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And so to explain why I started with that intro, I was looking up
Mix-a-Lot?
when did big butts become cool?
Oh, I was just thinking that.
I've been thinking that for about a year now.
Because I've been literally, it's now a thing when you look at like other races and other things and they're trying to get that.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was just synonymous with black and Latino women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while a white woman who wandered down and got some cornbread.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's generally some greens, right?
Yeah.
Good greens. Mm-hmm. I don't think greens give you hips.
Yeah.
So I looked that up and I want to explain.
Where did you think it started? Because I have a hypothesis.
Hit me with the hypothesis.
Yeah, I've often heard that people think it's when Kim K blew up after the sex tape. I think it's when Ben Affleck was engaged to J-Lo.
Oh,
and that's
a
when white
good
dudes
theory.
were like, oh, fat asses are cool.
That I've never heard that theory, so that theory automatically intrigues me.
I think that was it.
That makes sense. I will say this. I wonder, because about a year ago I started wondering, like, when did asses become
A thing.
part of the mainstream?
Right.
Because then even now I look back at videos, and even when they were like, even in that video, Sir Mix-a-Lot, there aren't really big asses. They're all very toned.
Exactly.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, it's a toned. It's a 90s was like a tight, high butt
High-waisted,
ass.
Yeah, Phil Jackson asses.
Even in the 2000s, it was the same thing. We was talking about like Soul Plane. They have a shot in Soul Plane where they show what is supposed to be a big ass.
Yeah.
And we look at it normal. Like when I was growing up, I was like, God damn, that's too much ass. I had to tell her not to bring all that ass when she come fuck me. But now you look at it and you be like, that's all.
That's all you got. Yeah,
That's
you got
all.
things like Megan
Now-
Thee Stallion.
Now I'm pretentious and shit. Like, ugh, that's it.
I'll say this, as a woman, it is weird. Like I often, as we were previously discussing, I do like taking nudes, and I also like taking, like, if I'm on the beach, I was gonna take a photo, you take a thirst trap, but I don't show my ass because I always say I don't have an Instagrammable ass. Or even if a man's like, oh, I want to see your ass, I'm like, just so you know, I don't have an Instagrammable ass. It looks good from certain angles.
Yeah.
But it's not like oh shit, like just off the bat. Because my fat is on top. I don't have fat on the bottom. It doesn't run out on the bottom. I just, also because my legs are muscular. So it's actually muscle surrounded by fat, like a candy bar.
I get that.
But, so I always think about, that's why I've been thinking about it for longer of like, when did this become a thing of like only really big
asses
certain asses were like a thing. But from certain angles though, it's like, oh wow. I didn't actually know until someone took a shot of my ass, and I was like, that's my ass? This was like last year. I was like, I had no idea my ass looked like this.
Dragging a wagon back there?
I mean, I knew I had a big ass. I know I had a big ass, but it's not like the Instagrammable asses.
Sure.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? But then
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. I was really impressed.
I was walking behind him one day. He was walking upstairs, and I was like, why is his ass so big?
Oh, you got a dumper. Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting. Like, I almost licked my lips. I forgot who you was for. So I was like, oh, man. But we go through on Bustle. I found the article on bustle.com.
No.
You don't fuck with Bustle?
I mean,
I also
Bustle
got
is
another
a white lady website.
Oh, I got another article from...
I fuck with them for certain things. And this one's like, I don't know.
You ready? I got another article from thysisters.com.
That doesn't sound like a real black lady's website.
It might not be.
It
but
sounds like a fake black lady's website.
it says thigh, like the THY. So, and
Who
it
says that? Exactly.
I don't know. I think they was trying to be different. And
No.
I support black women. So I'm going to read
That
that.
was accusatory.
Well, you don't support black women. You don't even look at black porn, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why y'all looking at me.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
I don't know, man.
So
I don't like it. Someone's daughter.
Oh,
So
I
is that
understand.
white
I don't
woman.
watch porn at all, actually.
I watch porn, but just I don't know. Like when I see when it's a black lady, I'm like I got a mama, I got cousins, basically sisters. But if it's like any other than black, I'm like I'm cool with it.
but you also
makes-
are half white. So
I don't
you
like
have...
them.
Oh, well, there you go.
I understand what you're saying. It hurts more.
Yeah,
That's how I feel watching
Like I
porn
already feel
as a...
dirty, sort of watching it.
Yeah.
No, I it's some porns
Hint
that
of a shade.
it's like, ugh. I was perusing the porn and I saw one that was like, drink this nut and piss, bitch, and it was a
Damn.
black woman, and I was like,
No.
I don't want to see
That's
that.
degrading.
I don't wanna see that.
that's,
But if it was just like, hey, drink this nut, bitch, I might have would have clicked it. It's the piss part that really
yeah,
is.
that's what makes it.
it's-
That's another realm where you're like, I'm not into that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, piss is not good.
Oh,
Okay, sorry. What's
So you're deep
what's
dive.
Bustle say?
So Bustle, they give us this like through the decades version of this. Don't laugh.
no, it just made me think of weirdly enough. Fun fact: there's an episode of Judge Judy, and this black couple getting divorced, and basically the dude was saying, "My wife doesn't give me enough sex," and his wife goes, "I hate having sex with him because he has a nickname for his penis. It is Bustle the Third Muscle."
I like it.
Oh, why'd she marry a man like that in the first place?
I don't know.
Loneliness.
You don't got a nickname for your penis?
It don't rhyme.
What's the nickname for yours?
Oliver. I don't know.
Is that really the name of your?
No, I don't know.
That sounds like a
Wiener.
responsible penis.
That's what I was thinking.
My
I was
dick
like,
pays taxes.
I was
Yeah,
like, wow.
Your penis got glasses and shit.
He sounds British.
Yeah, like, for real. Like that's a
little
good.
Ollie.
I would trust that penis with my daughter. I'd be like, you know
He
what?
dresses business casual.
Yeah, if your penis name is Tyrone, I don't want that. Do you name your shit
My pussy,
and stuff?
I call her La Leona, which is the lioness in Spanish.
Mine isn't that cool.
What is yours?
Tyrone.
I'm sort of telling you.
It's not. I've heard over the years that that's not attractive. But come get this Tyrone dick, but they don't want to. 1910s, they say, was big and round, and that was kind of because it was right after the what's it called? The cages and shit.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just out of that, so they still kind of trying to show shape within
Yeah.
the.
Well, I mean, if you
the
think
stuff.
about like shapely women were a normal thing. You look at art and like Marilyn Monroe
Yeah.
nudes.
Sure.
Normal shaped, full figured women were not rare.
Celebrated.
True.
Thank you.
But then it changed. 10 years later, it goes to just
got Farrah
flat
Fawcett.
asses.
Yeah, the flapper look. You can't wear
flapper.
a flapper dress. First of
No.
all, yeah, a dress like that does not flatter your midsection at all.
No, it does not. It doesn't
It's-
flatter anything. It doesn't
no.
flatter me. I tell you what, if I was around that time, I'd be like, if this bitch don't stop fucking shaking her ass, those fucking tassels in my face, I'd be so mad. She's like Randy Savage with those little extra shots. Yeah, she's like, if you don't get the fuck out of here. I would have been that. They probably would have thought I was gay back then. I don't know. I don't get him. He just doesn't like it.
Really, if you're into tassels, it makes you sound gayer.
It does.
Oh, I love those tassels on that lady
Especially
over there.
if you specifically pick out the tassels.
Yeah.
Those don't match her eyes. Like, you know what? This guy likes dick. I'm not going to have him around my son. Like, that's probably how they thought. Now, in the 30s, it gets slightly curvy. Right, this is the golden age of Hollywood.
But okay, sorry.
No. Do your thing. I'm not saying they're right.
See, once again, this is a white lady website. I want to know the history of black asses.
Well, it was sad when I was looking that up. I didn't want to get too into that because it was a lady. I forget.
No, I know about that. I don't mean black asses in white context.
Sure.
I would love to see, like, when did it go from in the 90s we loved a tight ass that was round, or maybe that's what I wonder about. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're doing right.
This is what I wonder about, though. Like, I'm like, were those women selected because the casting directors were still white? So they were like this. Were there like a bunch of bigger ass women at videos that they were just like,
shit.
You guys are out.
Right.
This is a good compromise of what we think is a nice
figured
butt,
it out.
and then, but still not too
Holy
big.
shit.
That's the thing I think about now. I'm like, are there like tight butt 90s ass video girls that go to shoots now?
They don't get
and
work.
They're like, you're out
can't
now.
get work.
Yeah, exactly.
They're in Hooters now.
Yeah.
That's their job. I don't know what else did. I know that's a good, interesting take because I feel like when you start putting black people in those power positions, now they're going to cast what they like. So when in casting what they like, you like Lysandra that be dragging that wagon down the block. So you're going to look for more shapely, more something like that. And I think you're onto something with that, with the casting because it was white people. They were still kind of.
Yeah, they're like, okay, that's a nice. I don't know, but I think about that.
I think that might be kind of accurate because I do feel like pop culture dictates the world in a lot of ways, right? So if pop culture is like, oh, we titties. This decade, 2020, we just titties. Then it's just going to be hot. That's what everybody going to be showing their titties more.
No, tits are out, man.
Tits been out.
Tits been out since the 90s.
Tits been out. Balls have never been in.
Oh, I love balls.
Really?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Why?
Because they're fun.
I had the same reaction.
I mean, I don't have to carry them around, but
same thing with
I
titties.
don't. If a guy, yeah, sure. If a guy has, I don't like if a guy has. If his balls are too small, I don't like that. Yeah, I like a nice ball, man.
I feel like you're in the minority.
Gotta include them in. Well, that's because women don't understand how to suck dick. I think you got to include them in the dick sucking.
I think.
That should be just standard fare.
I think you should it should be a part of the standard, you know what I mean, package.
It's
you know
there.
what I mean? You hit that and have the person tell you, I ain't really fucking with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some men are not comfortable with their bodies yet.
I think it's
got low self-esteem, dog.
yeah, no.
But sometimes you see a woman and be like, oh, and then you're like, oh shit, all right, well,
That's what happens.
lick those balls, bitch.
You just need one woman to turn you out. That's why I'll go to sex parties and stuff and doing that. I wasn't that type of guy beforehand. I just looked at porn like a normal person and imagined I was there, right? But then had a woman that's like, oh no, you do well. We should go do, and I'm like, maybe we should. Like, let's just go. It takes that woman to do that. I'm waiting for the woman that try to lick my ass. I'm waiting for it. I don't necessarily.
That's a minority. I don't need everybody's ass, but I've done it.
You gotta earn that. That's not a standard package. You shouldn't come out the gate.
No,
with
of
the ass
course not. You gotta build trust.
Yeah, I gotta get to know
on
you.
both parts. That's what makes it so great, though, because you're like, wow, we've reached a point of it's an intimate act. It's not gross. It's intimate.
Not. So they say in the 40s, right? It gets angular and then more curvy, right? They say that.
That's not an ass. All right.
I don't even know what angular, because this is what they show, right? They show.
That's not anything.
That's not ass. That's
why
nice
I'm
thighs.
getting that's why I got frustrated. Where I'm like, I don't care about this history of asses.
You know what? Let's go to the sisters. Matter of fact, I want to skip and sit, because they say in the 60s it gets tiny.
But that's
right. 70s
that
what I
is
thought like the Farrah Fawcett pancake.
But once again, though, that is not. But this is all about white women. Black women haven't been able to decide what kind of ass
speaking of black women, I don't know why this is here. I didn't get
Who
this.
the hell is that?
Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks. And it says supermodel butts. Toned and rounded, and now we are big and round.
But that's what I'm... Okay.
I agree.
It's just all in the context of how white people are viewing asses in pop culture. It's not actual ass appreciation.
No. I do not.
It's very much like, oh, well, then these slender... Well, they were
Because
never in black people, for black people.
They say...
Sorry, I know the demographic of who watches
we got a couple black women. Quite a few.
Black ladies, eat some balls, man. Lick those balls, all right? Black ladies.
For the culture. If you're going to do anything.
For the time saving.
It doesn't make you nut faster.
Actually, I do think that's right. Part of me is like, I think I'm just doing this a little too... men feel a little too relaxed, and I'm like, we need to get to the end of this.
It's more sucking dick, right? We went off, but I'm here now. Sucking dick it's more aesthetic. It feels good, and it's like, oh, this is a nasty bit.
You're not getting...
I'm not getting
properly.
If
it's just an aesthetic,
on the island right now,
yeah.
What the fuck you talking
Who
about?
is aesthetically sucking your dick?
Loose mouth bitch don't know how to close her jaws. She's like, is this good? You like that?
It looks good. No, what I mean by that is like
your dick sucked right. If it's
what
just
I
an
mean
aesthetic.
by that is, for me personally, you sucking my balls ain't gonna do shit. It's not going to make me come. It may not even make me really hard. It's the idea that you're down there sucking my balls.
What sign are you?
I'm a Virgo. We both
That's
Virgos.
why. I knew it. I swear to God. I was like, I bet he's a fucking Virgo. I swear to God.
But he's on the other side. He's a Virgo.
I'm almost a Libra.
All right, well, there you go. There you go. Wait,
of course.
Why is it a Virgo thing?
Because you guys are not a sexy sign. Nobody's excited about fucking a Virgo.
What?
Nobody's
we are good.
No, good. First of all, good is not good enough for me. Okay, we are good. We're a B. We're a solid B.
We're efficient.
I'm going A and higher, motherfucker. Nobody, but Virgos, you guys are too analytical. You're not fun. You guys are not fun. You are not a fun sign to have sex with. And of course, that's why only a Virgo would say. That's why I was like, "What's your sign?" Because I was like, "He's not one of the fun signs." Only a Virgo would be like, aesthetically, when I process and I think of it, when I really analyze.
The numbers came in. I did not like what I was
didn't really feel it, but I liked the way that it looked.
The balls ain't really do nothing for me.
Because you're a Virgo. That's why.
Because
you are a Virgo.
Do you like your balls being played with?
No.
Have you had your balls licked?
Ticklish. So like it takes me out of
you gotta do it the right. I mean, listen. Sometimes if someone doesn't eat my pussy right, it tickles, right? A woman's gotta do it the right way.
I had a girl bite my balls.
Yeah. Very, very short list of time has happened. What'd you say?
You had a girl bite your balls?
Maybe that's where I'm at. I think I'm trying. Like I'm a victim a little bit. I had a girl.
She did it. You asked her to do it. She just did it.
No, she just did it.
That's insane.
It was one of my first whites. This is one of the first white women I've ever been with.
See, that's
and she went down on me.
No,
ironically, in a bar that's no longer in existence, and it was also a comedy club. Now, and she wasn't a comic too. That's even worse, right? It's like,
I think that's better. I think that's better.
It might be worse. She was a mess.
Who bites someone's balls?
She bit it and she growled a little bit.
Oh no!
She did like trying to be sexy type shit.
No, that's some like.
I was like, get the fuck off of me.
That's traumatizing.
So maybe that's why.
That's why.
I'm not
also, because
really
you're a Virgo, though.
Maybe
you guys are not fun.
You
were not a fun. There's a Virgo right now who's still trying to figure out how to fucking fuck me. And I told her, I'm like, what? I'm like, you don't know how to flirt. It's like, I'm not good at flirting online. I'm like, well, why are you on a dating app? Also, I don't have time for this, sir. I don't have time to teach you how to get my pussy. Okay, I have stuff to do. I gotta do a podcast and talk shit about you. All right. But I knew he was a Virgo. I was like, what sign are you? He's like, I'm a Virgo. I'm like, all these Virgos are trying to get some pussy right now. It's not working. At least not with me.
Hold it down for the Virgos. Help me.
No, you guys are not a sexy sign.
I feel like
nobody
my sex is pretty good.
But of course,
pretty damn good.
But you know what?
I calculate how many pumps I gotta get. It's at
Virgos.
least 90 to 200.
You guys aren't a sensual sexual sign. You're too in your heads. You're too
I will
analytical.
agree that-
You want to
yeah.
be perfectionist, but you're not fun.
I do want to be perfect, but I am going to have fun. If we're fucking, we're fucking. We're fucking for fun. I'm not fucking you because I want to. No, I still want you to get off, but I'm not that
But you're
guy.
not a sensual. Yeah, you're not a sensual being.
I'm
You,
very
Virgo
sensual.
is not a sexy sign. Virgo is a sign if you want to get shit done on like a group project. Thank God I'm paired with a Virgo, right? Or like, oh, I want to produce a podcast. Yeah, let me match with a Virgo. No one's like, ooh, I met a Virgo. We're about to get. No, it's like,
I'm
okay.
mad sensual.
Does he have a good job? What is it? You know.
Here's a quick test run. Name some famous Virgos, and I guarantee she's right because they're not sexy people.
I like my nipples played with sometimes. That's sensual.
Sometimes.
I mean, don't just pop my nipple out. Like, we're in the store. Well, man, like, don't just do. Like, it depends on the setting. But, yeah.
All right,
sensual.
sexy Virgos. Go ahead.
Will Smith is a Virgo.
He's a Libra.
He's a Virgo.
Ludacris,
He's a Libra.
Virgo. Not sexy.
No.
I think Chappelle might be a Virgo.
Chappelle is a Virgo.
Not sexy. Michael Jackson's a Virgo. Not sexy.
Oh God, no.
I think our sexiest might be Beyonce.
Yeah, and even
you're bugging.
Beyonce is a perfectionist.
I have it right now. You ready?
You say your name.
Oh wow, what?
Okay, I gotta think about another one. I was gonna say me. You ready? Idris Elba is a Virgo. He was born like a day before me. That's the only reason I know that.
He's okay. That's
So don't
fine.
give me
so
nothing.
One.
Is he sensual?
Okay, you got one. Wow, one. Wow, one.
Two is me. Nipples. Nipples. I don't know. What's a
When I
sensual?
have the time for it, I like for my nipples to be played with.
From time to time, I don't think my balls is just not. It's not a very sexy.
It is if it's done
but you
right.
know what? But anything's done
But you're
right.
not going to attract a woman who's going to do it right because you don't have that vibe of sensuality.
I attract a bunch of poets and all
I
these
said,
sensual.
but you don't have a vibe of like, because there's a certain openness where you know, like, oh, I can fucking do that shit to him. He's gonna like it. You seem like the kind of person who would be like, no, well, it's not aesthetically. I like how it looks, but I don't want to feel that.
All right, here
Or
we
I
go.
don't feel it.
Ready? First person I saw, I was like, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say it now, but it said Adam Sandler. I was like, Virgo. Keanu Reeves.
No.
Cameron Diaz.
No.
Salma Hayek.
I'll give you Salma.
Amy Winehouse. Paul Walker.
Jesus,
Pink.
this list is getting morbid.
See, now this, but some of you just listing attractive people, not necessarily sensual people.
I'm trying. Jennifer Hudson. I don't feel like she's in the head.
What?
Freddie Mercury. Oh, he died of AIDS, right?
That does not make him.
That's pretty sensual. He was fucking in the time
Like,
when he
when
shouldn't.
was
He
Prince
wasn't
born?
in his head.
Prince is what I think of sensual.
Exactly.
That's androgynous.
Prince
That's not.
is was he? Prince is
Melissa McCarthy.
Gemini, maybe. Oh my God! Successful people.
Charlie Sheen.
Perfect.
Does that
Prince
prove
is
it?
June 7th.
I was right. He's a Gemini.
I don't
There
like
you go,
this.
Gemini. He could play basketball and then he could wear a jumpsuit and have a concert. Yeah,
I could play basketball.
we're talking about Prince and Geminis.
Talking about being sensual.
It's
I'm
all
mad
right.
sensual, though.
You are not.
I look into your eyes. I do that with my face. That's sensuality.
Oh wow! I wish I never saw that.
I'm mad sensual. I'm mad sensual. I am the most sensual person I know. I'm not, but I'm sensual. I just want my sensuality credited. I'm about
Virgo. That sounds like some Virgo shit right there. I want credit that I'm a sensual man.
guys are lucky I can't just randomly call someone. So I swear I would. And I don't know if they want to be
I'm
out
sure
there like
you
that.
have your moments, but you're not. Virgos in general are not
mad,
a
spontaneous, and
sexy
sensual.
sign. You guys are not a sexy sign.
Yo, you ain't
I don't
have
even
none
fuck
of
with
them.
Virgos. Even like this guy, I was like, this is why I don't fuck with Virgos, man. I'm like, you don't know how to flirt. You don't know how to, there's no vibe. I'm like, I had to suggest things to him. And then I was like, I don't actually care because he was very fat. This is the thing. I don't like when fat people do fat people things.
What's a fat people thing?
For example, on the subway on the way over, this woman was gigantic and then went and took up like sat behind me and then like just inserted her body in my space. Like, I'm a big fat lady. I'm just going to take I mean, she's also a white lady. I'm just going to put my big fat arm on the thing. And I just want to be like, bitch, if you don't move your ham hock arm, I swear to God, I don't like fat people doing fat people things. This guy is a fat ass. He's a Virgo, but he's also just, that's not why.
Oh, I'm about to say.
It didn't help, though. But
Right.
he, for example, he was, he talks about, I love food, right? I'm not a glutton, though.
Okay.
There's a difference.
That is a difference.
My fat is not earned. It's inherited, okay? I don't pig out, right? I'm not that kind of person. You saw me eating a salad. It wasn't a prop. That's how I eat, right?
No.
This motherfucker talks about food too much. Off the rip. He asked if he could have some of my ice cream off the rip. And I was like, this is why I don't swipe on fat dudes right there. That's some fat people doing fat
ice cream
things.
in a picture that he swiped on, or we just?
No, it's in my profile that I'm an ice
progress
cream
of your ice
maker.
cream?
He said, "Hi, can I have some of your ice cream?" And then I wrote back, "En serio? Like, are you serious?" And then he started talking about cigars, but that was like, no. And I wanted to unmatch him, and I was like, "You are 39 and about to get into another lockdown, so maybe we need to open up our minds." But I was right because he keeps talking food to a point where I'm like, "You are a glut," and then. He was walking up the stairs, and I was like, "Are you okay?" Because he's breathing very heavily. We were on the phone, and I was like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Oh no, I was just walking up the stairs quickly." And I thought, "No, I heard your feet. It was not quick. I heard it over your breathing. I could hear the pace of your feet trotting up the stairs." I was like, "This is not sexy." And the next morning, asked me at like 9:12 in the morning if I could make congri. Congri is a Cuban dish of black beans and rice. You mix it together. But I'm like, it is 9:12 in the morning, and you are putting in menu requests. That's what I'm saying. He said, "Don't judge me. I'm a fat ass." That's when I was like, see, I'm fat, but I'm not a fat ass.
Sure.
There's a difference.
I'm still on my Virgo sensuality.
Good luck. Good luck. Yeah.
I got Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Not sensual.
He's not sensual. There's a difference
Driven.
between sexual. Yes.
very
right back to her project manager.
A lot of successful
Jonas.
people.
He's like Warren Buffett. Virgo. Mark Cuban. Virgo.
All right, here you go. Nick Jonas and Jason Derulo.
See,
No, I don't
think-
want to
I think
have
you're
sex
just
with
supposed to attract
anyone.
the
You
people.
only Idris Elba, and that's only Idris Elba in certain roles.
Yeah, my sister told me
I
about.
think he plays up the sensuality for
Yeah.
roles.
He's
But-
an actor,
Right.
But I
He's
don't
good.
think he's. Yeah, he probably is.
My sister was talking about him in that role in the African Beast of No Nation.
Oh, I couldn't finish watching that.
Well, basically, he had a little extra head, and she didn't like it. And I was like, "How do you?" And then when I looked at it, like he had like a lump, and I wonder if they take that out in post or something because it looked like
Like he had like
a peanut
horn.
head. Yeah. And I was just like, where's that? Where's that one?
That was bothering more than the child rape. That's when I stopped watching. I was like, he's about to rape these kids.
Well, that was the first thing she said. She didn't open with, "Yo, he's weird." That's weird head thing. I was like, "Yo, you saw that movie?" She was like, "Yeah, it's wild, crazy. It got like child, and I was just like, "Oh, that's crazy." And like, I was just like,
extra head.
if he's gonna be a child rapist, I want him to be his peak hotness.
I want Stringer Bell.
Exactly.
"No, you don't."
So,
And then they just giving me a bunch of 18 and 16-year-olds.
so you've only confirmed what I was saying, that Virgos are not
Women-
sexy. It's not a sexy sign. It's okay. It's okay. Even
Zendaya?
Beyonce is perfect in her sexiness because she's a Virgo.
I feel like as a Virgo,
You just feel attacked.
I do.
Just speaking the
Because
truth.
I'm mad sensual, son.
No, Virgos are so
mad
not. I can't fuck with
I
Virgos.
rub oil
I
on women.
honestly, Virgos are one of those signs where I just like, I'm like, are you a Virgo? All right, man, have a good life. Bye. And I'm not interested in it. Oh my God.
So fat ass.
You're not horny enough.
I'm
Virgos.
always horny. That sounds mad. But I feel like you're judging. off these fat ones that.
No, just only one's been fat. This is just recent.
You cannot do that.
Yes, I can. It's not just him
wrong.
though. That's why I was like, I don't fuck with Virgos in the first place, and I don't really fuck with fat dudes. And then it's like, oh, this is a combination of the two.
Yeah, so I get how he would be bad.
The last Virgo I had sex with, though, like he hadn't had sex in like 3 months, and I was just like, I mean, as a Cancer, I'm like, that is a death sentence.
3 months is a long time.
That's a long time.
This quarantine was rough.
No, this is before quarantine. And then, yeah, I don't fuck with men who haven't had sex for that long. If you're not out there steady fucking, I'm not interested.
What, do you think they lose it or something?
They lose a lot of things. Confidence. Do you know any men? They get very insecure.
That's
men who have
true.
not had sex in a while, deeply
It's
insecure.
like comedy. That muscle atrophies quick.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then you
agree.
gotta get, and then it's all this head shit of like, they get all in their heads about it, and then they end up not having, because there's something going on psychologically that they're not having sex.
Probably.
If
the
they're
fact that
attractive
they're-
men,
Yeah.
it's like there's something going on. Either you're not a sexual person, which is fine. I accept that people are like that. Like Virgos. Anyway, I accept people are like that. Not everyone's like, I'm a Cancer. We're horny. We're very sensual. Right? I accept that everyone's like that.
What month is you?
July.
Late June or July.
No.
Yeah.
I was
So,
dating a Cancer. Guess what? Wasn't that sexual? I was the driving
why
force of
would
that
you
relationship.
attract a sexual Cancer? Because you're not very sexual.
I'm mad.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta.
I'm out here fucking.
Fucking is different than being sensual.
I'm fucking with love.
No one said anything about love. I'm not fucking with love. I'm fucking with sensuality. All right, moving on. Back to what I was saying. Anyway, men lose their confidence, and then
They do.
it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy of like, well, you're so in your head, and you're doing these things that you're so close to getting pussy, especially with me. You're so close, and then you do things that, because you're feeling insecure, or you're feeling like
Inadequate.
then you're not going to get the pussy.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something. I had
Libras
to
are like that too sometimes.
I had to learn.
Libras, you guys are. The vibe is very. You're the scales man. When it's balanced, you can't tell what the hell's going on in the Libra. You gotta ask. You be like, what's going on? You trying to suck me his tits or what? Like, what's happening? And they'll be like, well, if I think of, I'm like, okay. But
know
you
what?
guys are a sexy sign once you figure out what the hell's going on with them.
Well, I'm Virgo, Libra rising. I'm Libra.
First of all,
if
we go in the-
Oh, you're on the cusp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open this co-star. I had someone put me onto this. I don't know nothing that it means, but hopefully it better my chart. Me. So I'm a Virgo, Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Gemini,
I can see Aquarius moon for
and
you.
a Gemini rising. Which means I'm mad sensual, son.
No, it does not.
Does that not?
No.
Sexual traits. Maybe that's why he's in his feelings, because he throws rose petals down.
I've never thrown rose. I've thrown.
trying to
They're
help
a
you.
mess.
I've
They're a
thrown
mess.
Carnations.
If you, oh,
They're cheap. They're cheap. I
No,
won't lie.
fucking flower. Well, I guess it depends on the temperature of the room.
I was fucking this particular. Well, we were having sensual sex in a short stay hotel. No, I'm not fucking putting rose petals down in a short stay.
Did it get all? I had sex on a bed with rose petals and it got all attached.
Yeah. 'Cause
It's
you
really
start
not. It's
sweating and
really
shit.
not sexy at
Yeah.
all. It's a mess.
You kind of have to knock all those off.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
Really. It's
It's
a cleanup
good.
job.
It's a good aesthetic.
There you go. That's
It's
probably
a-
why you liked it.
It's aesthetically
Like, put some
pleasing.
rose petals on my balls and then lick them off. Look how beautiful that is. Look at me being a B at sensuality.
I am a A-.
No, you said you were good. That's a B.
I said pretty good. That's an A-.
No, he said good.
You did say good.
Yo,
Yeah.
fam, whose side are you on? You a Virgo, yo.
Side of the truth.
It's
What the fuck
there
was
we go.
that? Why did you sound
Exactly. I'm
like a
like,
smoker?
it's
I want
recorded.
the truth.
There's no sign if it's recorded.
Then I'm a Scorpio Pluto, so that means I'm fucking.
No.
In cold
Pluto. Who gives a
places.
fuck about Pluto?
I don't even know what it means.
Nobody talks about their Pluto.
I don't know what none of this means. I just
Your
know that
moon
it says
sign
that.
as Aquarius makes a lot of sense to me because Aquarians, they're like they like beat to their own drum, man. Aquarians are like the dreamer weirdos, and
That's right.
they are who they are. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that makes sense. I can see you being an Aquarius moon.
but not the Gemini rising.
I don't know enough about rising signs, to be honest.
It says, and when you look
There
at
we
it,
go.
it says your ascendant is your mask you present to people.
Yeah, no, I've heard that, but I don't.
I'm out here Gemini and these women.
Gemini's not a sexy sign either.
You know what? Is it about that time, brother?
It's about that time.
So, we do this thing where we go through each other's phones.
Yeah.
And as I told you before, and when you go through my phone, you're going to see a lot of sensual searches. I'll start it off here.
Like the question, what is sensuality?
What is spell sensuality?
How do I become better at being sensual?
All right, let's
How
see.
can I
what
stop
young
fucking these
Christopher-
hoes?
What?
Hmm?
I mean, your search right now not doing you any favors. You just Googled inflammation of the knee.
I know. I was looking
When
at.
to see your doctor.
No, could you ever hear like, especially I don't know. I have a black family, so I usually hear this from black people specifically, and it's like, oh, you got water in the knee. So I was like, what the fuck is water in the knee actually? Because I've never really heard that term. Thank God I've never experienced. So I thought it was literal water in your knee. So that's why I was looking it up, and it was like inflammation of the knee and blah blah blah. I feel like you seen something.
There's a lot of shit. I mean, it still doesn't help the sensuality thing. But one, you Google Crohn's disease. I guess you didn't get enough out of that because then you followed up with fleshy ass skin.
All right, so I was
It's
talking.
like, I ain't got Crohn's disease.
This-
I don't
this-
fit this. But what is just
this-
Google
this-
fleshy ass skin.
this is
Google
gonna
tell me
get-
what's wrong with my buttocks.
This is gonna get weird, right? So I had this. I talk to my mother regularly, and I'm open. I tell her like, yeah, I'm out here fucking. I'm out here slinging, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow, what a mom.
yeah, nah, I smoked weed with her. Like she's shit. You the shit. So I say all that. Almost bailed me out. She's shit. But anywho, I say all that to say that I was telling her like, yeah, I don't like to eat everyone ass because I saw this Crohn's disease.
Yo.
I saw this Crohn's disease thing, and then when I typed in Crohn's disease, if you click it, it's not pretty.
No.
Oh, no. I
So
don't want to see it.
then I was like, that's not what I'm talking about because they give you the extremes. So I put in fleshy ass skin, and that gave me exactly what I needed. So
Okay. Christiana, would you mind unlocking your phone?
No, not at all. I'm so
You done?
disturbed by
For now.
fleshy ass skin.
that's a very central
All
thing.
right. Let's see what Christiana. Oh goodness, this is one of the harder ones.
You
I don't wanna do this
gotta,
anymore.
you gotta stop, sir.
I gotta stop what?
Science fiction versus.
That was a debate.
Speaking of fat things,
What's up?
are you looking to not be a part of the fat team no more?
No, I'm trying to leave. It's
I
hard.
hate
'Cause
when,
you put
when
in-
comics lose weight, it puts pressure on the
On the
still
funny.
fat comics.
Right, I'm looking at Norlex like, yo, slow the fuck down, man.
Yeah, Norlex
Word,
is
but
a-
you know what?
8 months?
I don't want to say anything about any
He's happy.
specific comic. But let me just say this. When people in general lose weight and they're flexing about it, I'm like, it's called a yo-yo for a reason. Yeah, losing it, maintaining. That's the
hard part.
tricky.
That's the hard
Someone
part.
needs to talk about. I have kept this weight off for X amount of because losing. That's why I've yo-yoed. I don't say shit regardless. People will be like, I don't go like, oh my god, no. I don't say shit because I know that yo-yo's gonna come up or
It's
down.
gonna-
Fat go on
I'm
vacation.
like,
It does not relocate.
it's hard to maintain it.
So you
That's all. I'm not saying anything about any one comic, just in general. When
No, just
people
in
are
general.
like, I've lost weight too, and I've found it again.
Yeah, usually finds you. It's like
Yeah.
a love. It's like a soulmate almost. It feels like.
What did I Google that was fat?
Use like Starbucks whipped cream calories. You wanted to know?
That's because I love
You
the
wanted
pumpkin
some whipped
spice
cream? Are you a white woman?
That's
Bruh,
responsible.
Pumpkin spice is fire.
It's
dog.
delicious.
But I don't like all
It
the
shouldn't.
fucking-
It's cinnamon. It shouldn't be considered a white person thing.
It's so good.
It's cinnamon and nutmeg.
And I just didn't want the whip. I just want to know what extra shit they was giving me. I mean, I'm trying to count these calories.
But I don't know if you was on your way somewhere because you did that, and then you was like Trump parade, where you trying to make sure you can march You didn't want too many calories. You
Right.
want to be light on your feet.
Nah,
I get it. I feel you. Look, I don't hate you.
Danny Lay posted. She's in Cali, I think. Musical artist, and she posted a story, like 5 stories in a row. Her like going one way down the road in California, and she's passing just a huge Trump parade. Like they're not doing rallies anymore. They're just getting in their car and going down the road.
I
wanted to see how popular, because I know that they've been doing them in Cincinnati. I just wanted to get like a head count, because 100 cars isn't really that big. It just looks big because it's 100 fucking cars.
Word.
That's traffic.
I agree. Well, you told us that we can go through your Tinder.
Yeah.
Really quickly though, she did Google Newt Gingrich, George Soros. I just want to know.
No, I didn't.
Go on, pull it up, baby boy.
She looks up
Google, fam, Google.
Oh, I'm the only one who uses regular Safari?
Where's Newt Gingrich? Where?
Can you not read?
Where is it?
Brother, I don't see it.
Those are what's trending, asshole.
I'm gonna take that.
It literally says what's true.
That says what's trending. That's why I was like,
I thought, is she QAnon
I'm
over
like,
here?
that's why I'm like, Newt Gingrich. What the fuck?
I was like, I was like, that don't seem like she would Google that.
I did not. That's what's trending.
God damn it! Did you Google ice cream sandwich
Yes,
maker?
because I make ice cream. I've been making ice cream for a little over 8 years, and then I made I make ice cream.
Rock salt?
No. I have two ice cream makers. So I make ice cream. I make ice cream for about 8 years. This is like how I added nude lights to my nudes. I'm like, what can we do? What's a new avenue we can explore ice cream wise? And then I was like, oh, I want to start making ice cream sandwiches. Just the creativity in me. Yeah. So I want to, So then I looked up like ice cream sandwich makers.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
First thing, when I go into
This is just
Tinder.
what suggests. Have you never been on Tinder?
I've been on Tinder, but I just don't like that this guy doesn't even have a picture of himself.
It's a picture of a sidewalk.
Yeah. No,
and he doesn't have any
Don't
pictures.
swipe on
I'm
that.
not swiping. I'm in his. I've been on Tinder. I'm not an old
I know,
man.
but why? Okay.
I just. Hey, listen now.
Go to the matches. Go ahead.
You sure?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You read Spanish, right? That's not.
bit.
Oh, you're like, I'm
I
not an old man. You clicked on the wrong
clicked
thing.
the wrong thing.
It's two fucking geezers I'm sitting next to.
First of all,
it's been a minute since I've been on. I didn't even fuck with Tinder.
I was looking up inflammation in the knee, so that's
Exactly.
Someone's name is Wilfredo.
Wilfredo.
The fuck is that?
It's a name.
That's a name.
I
thought you grew up around Spanish people. You're gonna be like,
not no
someone's name is
Wilfredos.
Wilfredo.
A couple Pedros, a couple like Josephs.
Who's Wilfredo actually?
I don't know.
Oh, that
He's
guy.
speaking Spanish.
I'm speaking Spanish. You don't know.
I
how
haven't
Tinder
been on it in a
works.
while. You got mad matches. I just want.
I've actually, you know what's
God
funny? When I
damn.
turned 39, like 200 just dropped off. I just became too old for a bunch of people.
I'm gonna tell you how I know I haven't been on Tinder in a while. These niggas got blue check marks.
Yeah, that is new. You
What
can
the
like
fuck is
verify that
that?
you're a real person because so many of the profiles are fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the sidewalk, he's probably a bot.
You do have a type.
These are all Mexico people. I was in Mexico, so that's the type because I was in their country.
Sure.
It's a lot of Carloses and Omars.
You got a type when you were in Mexico. Somehow you match with all these Mexicans.
First of all, this brother, he is kind of Hispanic.
That guy's annoying. He's half Puerto Rican, half Dominican. He's a Cancer. My sign.
Do you think he'll be a fun?
I haven't heard from him.
Oh, so he can go fuck himself.
Exactly. Actually, it's funny. I was thinking about him on the way over.
Him specifically?
Yeah.
Nice profile pic, black and white.
Okay.
I like this guy. I don't like this guy.
Why?
I don't like that picture.
Okay.
What are your do's and don'ts of Tinder?
That picture's terrible.
This picture is. This one I could deal with. This one.
That's terrible. Men take photos too close. I don't know if anyone can see this. This is a good tip for men. You can't see it. Nobody wants to see your face that close up.
But that looks
Even
like
if
an
it's
Uber driver picture.
It's terrible.
That don't look like he about to pick you up.
It's too close. It's
Like,
too close.
That one's cool.
The side one, the first one is the good one.
Where
Now-
do you stand on group photos on Tinder?
Okay, a group photo can say a lot. First of all, if you were a man of color and you were in a group photo and you're the only
Color?
Yes, I see it as a quota's been filled. And
Got it.
so they've already accepted one non-white. They're not looking for two. And I think that you're also not looking for a non-white.
I can see
If
that.
you are in a group and it's a bunch, it's a ton of white people, it's a very clear message to me that you want white people.
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of, when I was on Tinder, I've seen a lot of like black women with like white.
It's a
background,
very
so to
clear,
speak.
and you're like, I get it. Okay.
I see what you mean.
I like how you just saw a bunch of Spanish people. You're like, I'm not fucking with this. You didn't even look at my profile.
I did.
Oh, I will take that on. Let's look at your profile.
I did not want to look
get
at
your profiles. But there you go.
I didn't want to judge your profile in front of you.
That's fine. I don't care.
I know you don't.
All
Because
right.
I am not sensual, apparently.
You're not.
I am.
Cigar smoker, ice cream maker,
All true things.
Yeah.
speak Spanish.
Very true.
No, how do you do this here? Oh, you tap it. Okay. Sneakerhead.
Oh, she got oh, you got him. You
I
was,
told you that in the lobby.
yeah, but like to see him is another fifth thing.
you think I was just bullshitting
No,
you?
I
that
believe you.
That I was
but-
like, I had those sneakers.
But to see them, because
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are something that I want the London Underground.
So I
too.
see you don't show that you're a comic.
Fuck no.
No.
Why
you know
not?
why? Because then next thing you know, is people, who's your favorite comedian? I always wanted to do comedy.
True.
I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't want to
felt
hear
that.
it. I don't want
I
to.
have felt that.
I don't want to hear that at all.
You're giving a lot of breasts.
Yeah, you got. Hey man, yeah.
She got them things.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's giving a lot of breasts. Flotation devices in this picture.
that was in Tulum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good picture, though.
Thank you.
Solid picture. Oh, that's very.
That was in Tulum last year. Very sensual, right?
That is quite sensual.
But there's no nudity. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the type of sensuality that I do.
sensuality.
Like, look at my sensuality face. Because I'm thinking about something.
No,
Offensive.
just stop.
Thinking about them. I squint a little bit.
No,
Shut
no,
up,
stop
shut
it. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Stop.
I
No. This is so creepy.
Hit him with a shoulder.
Oh my God. If a
Damn
man
y'all.
shouldered me.
You're done.
Nice little cigar.
Yeah.
Showing everything. I would say this is a quality profile.
It's a good mix.
It's a good mix of pictures. I get the type of person you are. I can
2 body shots.
Two
so nobody
body
can be
shots.
like, oh, well, what'd you buy? Really 3, because you can
3,
see my
yeah.
body in the pool too.
kind of though.
Yeah.
Not quite.
It's
but-
implied.
But yeah, you see enough of it to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I like it. If you like, and it clearly works. How many people you get with the sneakerhead stuff?
A few. This is what I've realized. I am a woman who's into man shit. And so I get mansplained a lot.
About, like, cigars
About
and
cigars and
sneakers.
sneakers a lot.
That's
One guy messaged me. He's like, "Oh, so I see you're a SOLT," and I was like, "What the?" I was like, right there. I was like, "Oh, why?" And I was like, "What's
know what
that?"
that
And
is.
he's like, "Sister of the Leaf," and I was like, "Fuck off, bro." And so I was like, "Okay, well," and he's like, "We usually say Sister of the Leaf or Brother of the Leaf," and I was like, I started smoking cigars in Havana, Cuba, and it was a very organic thing. And there's there's this lingo,
no, like,
and then
brotherhood of it,
exactly,
sisterhood.
And then he went on to explain subcultures. He's like, well, usually when there's a subculture, people just they develop their own lingo and slang. And I was like, okay. And I said, well, when I go back to Havana, when the border opens for Cuba, I'm sure I will let everybody know this terminology. And he's like, and I was like, what sign are you? Because let me tell you something. If I hit you early with what sign are you,
You're done.
that means I'm not fucking with you. I don't feel a fucking vibe. He was a Sagittarius. I don't fuck with Sagittarius. And then he was like, while we're on the topic, what sign are you? And I was unmatched him.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. got the fuck out of there. Yeah. First of all, I just find it funny because men do try to mansplain all the. I've seen it. The conversation. I seen. I was at it was a Giants game, and lady, I don't know if she knew what she was talking about. If she didn't. It sounded like she said first down. She said all the things. He's like, but actually, like, whenever you say but actually, there's about to be some bullshit.
No pussy.
Her whole shit got dropped. I could tell. It's like, yo, I think I hear crackling. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And he started trying to explain football as I'm. I was like, I just want to pass with my nachos, man. Like, what the fuck is happening? He's like, no, but actually, like on the first down, you can do. And she's looking at him like this. I'm like, y'all both are fucking annoying, and he's like, really like, she doesn't know. Like I can tell in his eyes, like I'm teaching her.
Exactly.
It's like, you don't know who the fuck or what she knows.
Right.
Just shut the fuck up.
Be happy that she's at a football game with you and that she does kind of know what's going on.
Right.
That's the thing. I want to be like, how many bitches you know smoke cigars? So
With weed in it?
No, just like a cigar. That's why when men try to explain to me about cigars, I'm just like, why can't you just enjoy that somebody, you found a woman who
does
fucks
something.
with
Have a shared
cigars.
interest.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've had many men mansplain. No one, the worst actually, Capricorns. No one talks their way out of pussy like a Capricorn. Because they will blah, 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 blah. Like, I always tell people, like, oh, yeah, I like smoking. Because then they'll ask, what do you like to smoke? And then they'll judge you from that. And I always have to explain that I like smoking Cubans because that's where I started smoking. Because then if I don't say that, they'll be like, well, you know Cubans aren't the best in the world. And I'm like, I didn't say they were. I never said they were. Those are my brands.
Yeah.
But also, you can't say they aren't great cigars. Get the fuck out of here.
Historically, that was always the rumor that a Cuban was such a
They're great cigars. That's why I'm like, get the...
I don't know shit about cigars. I always knew I wanted to eventually smoke them. I always thought that was like a cool... Especially younger, I was like, yo, that's a manly thing. You sip whiskey.
It's pretty fucking boss.
And then you're just there and you're talking about politics. I don't know why politics, but like you just
not in Cuba. You'll get thrown in jail. Don't do that in Cuba. Don't go to a dictatorship and talk politics while you smoke a cigar. That will be your last breath of free air. They'll be like, "What did you say about Castro? What did you say?"
He's not still in office. I'm not talking about him. That's why he's gone. He's gone. I think, right? Does he have people in there now? No. I know me personally, I'm one of those people who, and maybe this is the Virgo and the calculator, I would just be like, hey, I don't know shit. Can you teach me? Can you help me learn about the shit? I always wanted to get into it.
Oh, no, I don't like that either. I don't like when men ask me to do things for them. That is a turn off for me.
I might eventually ask you to come over and like
pop
that pussy for a
depends.
yeah. So like,
it depends.
I feel like I'm being nice.
These days, men will ask and they want first. That's what my problem was with this guy asking, like, if I can make congri. I'm like, you have offered nothing to me.
Yeah, that's
we haven't set up a date. You haven't asked me out on a drink, and you're putting in menu items for me to cook for you. Yeah. Fat ass shit. No.
I get that.
But men are like that. They'll be like, oh, can you, like, even say, can I have some of your ice cream off the rip? What have you offered me? And I'm not one of those women who's into like, oh, I'm in a date to get me. I'm not like that. I cook very good food and I'm very horny. So that's why it's like, that's why I'm on here. Company, good conversation, great sex. Why is that not enough? I gotta also cook you some fucking shit. You can't ask me for something. But yeah, men have mansplained that, or they'll be like, well, what's your favorite sneaker? I don't have a favorite. And I'm very quick to say, I don't think I got into sneakers like 4 years ago. No. I don't know a bunch of stuff. Sure. I got no problem. I'm not gonna flex and act like I'm not who I am. I got into sneakers 4 years ago. I like what I like. I am a sneaker head. Do I have 100 pairs? No. Am I pushing 70? Probably. But then even that, I'll be like, oh, well, so then you're not okay, cool. You're not getting pussy.
Unmatched.
You are not getting, nobody knows what the fuck is on your goddamn feet, all right? All day long, nobody knows.
And when we're fucking, you won't be wearing those sneakers.
Well, yeah, when you're fucking somebody else.
Well, someone
because
else.
I'm out. If you're coming in telling me XYZ from the rip, I don't want to hear it.
I do realize that like I've seen things. I personally feel vibes. So I feel
vibes are
that's
everything.
What I'll feel and I'll go off of it. If you're one of those type of people, then I can kind of maneuver. I know how to maneuver and talk to you. And sometimes talking to you is just not talking to you.
Yeah.
Not just getting myself out of
Yeah. Virgos are good at that. You guys are very decisive. So it's like you fuck with someone or you don't.
Yeah, as soon as I decide in my head you're a piece of shit or I just don't want to fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you.
Yeah,
I don't wish
Virgos
you no ill will.
Very much like that.
I'm just done.
Very much like that. That is one thing about a Virgo. You guys are like, when you're done, you're done. It's like, bye, moving on. Cancer's my sign. We're not I've gotten better at that.
Very attached. We
do.
Very clingy.
It's tough, man. We're the fucking crabs. But I don't. This is why people wonder why sometimes like I date or fuck the way that I do, because I know that I can, if I really love somebody, if I really care about someone, it's so deep, and I will get attached. I'm not going to do that to someone the wrong person. You know, it's a protective measure, knowing like not every man is someone I should become attached to.
And I know, so this is, all right, I will take that I'm not sensual now. I will accept that because I already know not everyone deserves good dick or great dick or whatever.
Yeah.
So I already know going into it how.
I like how you've skewed it so you're still complimenting yourself.
Because it's a Virgo thing.
You're like,
in my head.
I know that not everyone, that's so Virgo of you though.
Yeah, I'm
I know not everyone deserves me because I'm better, because I'm a Virgo.
Because I'm the shit and I'm very sensual. So once I decide I'm going to be sensual with you.
No, sensuality is a feeling. It's not a thought.
No, of course. But
no, it is a feeling. It's not a thought. You can't think I'm going to be sensual right now. It's just how you are.
This is what I mean. Once I feel, well, yeah, you're right. You're right. See, that was mansplaining. I was about to go into
it's a feeling.
Like
right. My nudes these days with lights, I'm usually not naked because I've gotten into lingerie in quarantine.
You're a lingerie person?
Yeah, dude. Lingerie is dope, man.
I like lingerie.
Walk around the house and it's just some lacy shit.
If you walk around the house, like not like if I'm coming over to lay this thing off, I don't really care if you're wearing that or not.
I mean, I was
like it depends on our relationship too.
No, of course, but I mean, whatever. It's not for everybody, but I will say I have a nice collection of lingerie, and I just wear it around the house.
No, that's dope.
I mean, now it's chilly, so we're in the fall. But once it's winter, that fucking lacy teddy's coming back on. Tell you what. But anyway, so a lot of my photos are not actually naked, and I have lingerie on, but it's a vibe. There's still a very strong vibe of like, okay, I can feel what she's communicating, even though she's not naked. It's a vibe.
And that's, I fuck with
and that's
that.
sensuality.
I was about to say, that's sensuality.
That's sensuality.
You just got mansplained, son.
First of all, if you think about it, then you try to over-mansplain.
Wait, I have a question for you guys. This guy told me a Libra. That guy had a lot of issues. He hasn't had sex in a long time, and I understand why. Not because he's a Libra, but just him.
Because he's a sucky person.
He has a bunch of problems. I've never seen a man like literally I was on top of him, only had my underwear on. He was like, yeah, I don't want to start something I know I can't finish. And I was like, what? Whoa. You better get the fuck out my house then. And then was trying to backtrack through text and be like, well, if I only explain to you why I don't, I'm like, no, you knew exactly what the fuck I was about, bro. I'm like, you knew who I was and what I was about. Anyway, moving on. This is one thing he said to me, which I don't like this. This is why I don't actually fuck with Virgos. Because I don't like criticism, right? He's not a Virgo, he's a Libra. But I don't take criticism well. I know that of myself, and you guys are very critical. So that's a whole nother thing. But anyway, he told me, he's like, oh, your photos you have a lot of titty photos. I wouldn't say they're nudes because you can't see the whole body. Do you guys only consider something a nude if it's full body? I've never heard that before.
I mean, no. A nude, because if you send me a pussy, that's nude. That's not
it's only part of your body. Exactly.
So it's like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I do understand if you like a full body shot, but that does not
mean it's not a nude.
Exactly.
I was like, did I have a t-shirt on? Did you not see my tits?
Yeah.
He's like, that's not a nude though, because I didn't see your whole body. And I was like, in my head, I was like, you will never
see it now.
Ever. Yeah, you will never get anything else from me.
I don't understand.
You will never get another photo. The quality of my nudes are so good. He honestly thought I was a sex worker. He's like, I started to get a little suspicious, and I felt that vibe from him. I was like, I think he thinks that maybe I'm like,
you out here throwing
I'm
that
not a
thing
comedian.
For a price.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's like, you just have so many photos, and I was like,
that explains why he was like, not today, because he didn't have that money.
He doesn't.
He was like,
he did not actually. His card did get declined on the day.
See?
That's not why. Ooh. No, because he's like, you know what? He's like, I was thinking about it though, and I was like, women who are usually like that, they'll tell you from the jump.
Sure.
Because it's their business. Mm-hmm. I was like, no, this is just my hobby when I'm not telling jokes or cooking.
Have you ever gotten like a sex worker?
No.
I was talking to a chick, and I didn't know that, like, I was like 22 or something. I just started going to clubs and shit and bars. She was sitting at the edge of the bar by herself. No friends, no nothing. She wasn't really on her phone.
Oh, that does sound like me. Part of me is like...
She had no friends. She didn't have her phone out or anything. So I was just like, I'm going to slide over here and see what I could do. Be all sensual. So,
I never knew when to quit.
So I walk over there and I start talking to her, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh, this is going. I'm going to get some pussy. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get me some pussy. I'm like, I'm going to slow down these drinks because she going to get this dick. I'm already calculating as a Virgo how she going to get this dick. And then we're getting up to go. She like, all right, I'm just going to grab my thing. I was like, all right, I'm going to tell my peoples I'm out. I'll meet you at the door. I go tell my peoples I'm out, go back. And she is like, wait, before we leave this bar, I just want to let you know my prices are. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Bait and switch.
And then I was just like, I'm be honest with you. You seem like a nice person, but I couldn't afford you. Anyways. She laughed and then she walked away. She walked right back to the bar.
And that's how your comedy career started. That's your origin story. You're like, I made that whole laugh.
Made a whole laugh. That's how.
Maybe I could have a career in this. I will say this as someone, I travel alone most of the time. And I often think like, because especially you go to places like touristy places like Mexico,
continue.
right? What? Oh, yeah. And I do think to myself, I wonder what the narrative these people have constructed about who I am.
Right.
As just a single black woman just chilling by myself and everyone else is in like couples or in groups.
Yeah.
And then I'll just like walk out to the beach alone. I'm like, I wonder who they think I am.
What kind of person?
Or what kind of person they think I don't think they think I'm a prostitute.
No, but they probably...
I think it's just, I don't give a fuck, man. If I want to be out, I'm going to be out.
I respect the fact that you could be out by yourself. I went through a phase like that where I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to be out by myself. And that's why I'm not good at the Tinder stuff. I usually get women in person. That's my game.
You know what's funny? In Mexico, there are a bunch of dudes that were like, I never meet anyone on Tinder. And I was like, first of all, my pussy will snatch what she wants. Okay. I was like, I'm not surprised. One guy was like, I haven't met someone on Tinder in like 2 years. And I was like, word. But I told him, I was like, because it's not popular down there. Like some guys, that's why I'm getting like matches now. Because some of the dudes, they're just not really on it because people mainly meet in person. I was like, well, I live in New York. Like, I came in with that New York attitude of like, let's go. I gotta make use of my time. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is how, I'm like, well, in New York, it's normal. So that makes sense that I like.
Me personally, I'm more of an in-person person. So
where are men anymore, though?
I'm not looking for them, so I don't know.
I don't know where to find a man in person.
Bars.
I love
I
bars
look for
all the
hoes
time.
in hoe hunting places.
But most men in bars are usually, I feel like wherever I go these days, the men that are there are not single.
By themselves? If I'm there by myself, I'm on the prowl.
themselves a lot these days, I feel like.
True. I'm either by myself or with another person so I don't look creepy. Because as a man...
Yeah.
You do have that aesthetic of coming off pretty creepy.
When you're by yourself.
Yeah. It's like he's here with a different kind of purpose. Yeah. So I do carry a friend around like it's in my pocket or something. It's Keith Chase because it's really small.
He fits in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could just tuck him and throw him out.
That does
like
not make
Pokemon
you seem. He does not make you seem less creepy.
Yeah, you just threw a man out your pocket.
No, just him. Period. I wouldn't be like, oh, look at this twins couple.
No, ew.
No,
Yeah,
like the movie Twins.
I get what
Danny
you're saying.
DeVito, Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Size wise,
No,
I'd be like, this is an odd pairing.
Yeah, that he's maybe not the best. I don't bring him to my whole hunting places. He think I need to meet women in churches and stuff.
If you want to meet a nice, good, clean girl, yeah.
All right, you know what, Chris? Fuck you, dude. You trying to say?
Good, clean girls don't be.
I don't think
You can be a clean girl and still be fucking.
Oh, for sure. Fuck all you want. I'm just saying he probably ain't gonna date the girl he fuck in a bathroom. The first time he met her.
Yeah.
I have went on dates with those women.
I do also feel like though, yeah, if you are someone who, this is especially at my age, I do feel like a lot of men are getting once I added the lights, I'm like, I think you're sending off the wrong impression to these dudes that I'm a sex worker, or just that like, dude, she's like really into like, she's just like,
you gotta bring your A dick.
Yeah, and a lot of men do find that intimidating, but I also feel like a lot of women also will still box in women who are very sexually confident as like, you're not a good you're girl. Not a good that's the thing, like this has been like kind of a thought for most of quarantine, because I am actually super domestic, so I would think a lot about this narrative of like, oh, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and I'm like, well, I'm vacuuming in lingerie. I don't know what you can actually be a multi-layered person.
Yeah, I've never been that person of a person of that ilk that thought that like, if you are a whore, you are just a whore. That's it.
That is still like, part of the social norm, or just
well, people are
some
just
people
now starting to get to
can't be changed. Some people are just men and women. Some people are just hoes. There are plenty of men where I'm like, that is not a man that should be in a relationship.
Him.
No, I'm built for relationships.
Yeah, no. Chris seems like a solid dude.
Me too.
Okay, I meant that one. Anyway, no, I'm sure you are. But I just feel like
I'm sensual.
I just feel like there is still that narrative of like, if you are a sexual woman, like you're only for like certain things, and it's like, I'm a complete woman. I'm not saying if you don't cook and stuff, you're not a complete woman. I'm just saying I'm a multi-layered woman. But am I making lasagna for some dude who's fucking me from 2 to 4 o'clock? No. Why would I share that with him?
Right.
I have noticed that there are a lot of women now who don't cook, don't clean. So I think
how they got that ring.
They will. Okay, that was a Cardi B shot.
That was a Cardi B reference.
Yeah. But like they're not very, I guess, domesticated in that way.
And
I feel weird
fine,
saying that, but it's not.
It's
okay. But on the same token, if you're presenting a certain way, then somebody is going to look at you a certain way. I heard Tupac say that. He said, I'm going to treat a hoe the way a hoe want to be treated.
Yeah, but that's exactly how I am. A lot of men are hoes. So why the fuck am I going to be all fucking Betty Crocker to you? I see exactly who the fuck you are. And so I'm not, exactly. That's where I'm like, this shit is a two-way street.
Yeah.
If you are a hoe, I'm going to treat you like you're a hoe.
Yeah. If
it's fine.
If I meet you 4 o'clock at night and we fuck, and then the next time you hit me up is 4 o'clock at night, I assume this is just fucking.
Exactly. I'm not going to give you,
don't get mad at me,
some of my homemade ice cream.
And I don't expect it. I'll just
But men do expect it, but then we'll still act
depends how
like
good the sex is. If it's really good, I might want a little ice cream for the road.
No. If I give you, I got to give you good pussy and homemade ice cream.
But I'm going to give you something else.
No, but that's the
Good
thing.
dick.
Men don't.
That's it.
That's not enough. It's not enough. I've had plenty of men give me good dick, and I'm like, "Would you like a glass of water?"
That's fine. That's better than most of these women.
Like, I'm not going to. I'm not going to give you all of me if I'm getting only part of you.
Sure,
that makes sense.
Word, but I do feel like for women, it's still this whole narrative of like, gotcha. Oh, you're that type of woman. It's like, I am, but I'm a layered woman.
You're multi-dimensional.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's okay.
Just okay. See, that's what I'm saying.
I think it's fine.
I think it's okay.
It's not sensual.
It's all right.
It's just okay.
It's okay
Christiana,
if you're that way.
I had a great time with you.
I had
with
a great
the
time
exception of you coming at Virgos. But other than that, you've been
telling the truth. Thank you. Yeah, no, this has been great.
Give your socials.
Oh,
let the streets know where you're from.
Like my social security number. I was
give
like,
us your social security number. This
is
all just been a ruse.
Yeah.
You
can follow me on Instagram at IncomparableMSC. And I'm on Twitter under that, but I'm barely on Twitter.
She's very funny. Look out for her. She's on her way to the top. Not if she keeps talking about Virgos, but she's great. All right?
Thank you.
And on that note, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you.
Peace out.